The Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus proposed a parable to the crowds. The kingdom of heaven may be likened to a man who sowed good seed in his field. While everyone was asleep, his enemy came and sowed weeds all through the wheat, and then went off. When the crop grew and bore fruit, the weeds appeared as well. The slaves of the household came to him and said, "Master, did you sow good seed in your field? Where have the weeds come from?" He answered, "The enemy has done this." His slaves said to him, "Do we want to pull up the weeds?" He replied, "No. If you pull up the weeds, you might uproot the wheat along with them. Let them grow together until harvest. And then, at harvest time, I will say to the harvester, 'First collect the weeds, tie them in bundles for burning, but gather the wheat into my barn.'" The Gospel of the Lord. Good morning. Today's Gospel from Matthew tells us the parable of the farmer discovering weeds mixed in with his wheat crop. The weeds are pulled, bundled, and burned. The story is clear that the good people are the wheat and the bad the weeds. The obvious message is God wants us to be among the wheat, but the less obvious message is this: God wants us to spend our time encouraging others to to lead good lives and not to judge. In short, it is not our job to pull up the weeds. Rather than judging others, we should be discussing how to be a positive influence on those in our lives who are struggling. This is not to say we can't point out to those who are struggling with sin what they can do to be better followers of Christ. But we should keep in mind God wants to save every soul, not just the ones who find their way on their own. I often think of countless saints who struggled with sin at some time in their lives, only to find God and become devout. In short, we shouldn't write anyone off. Remember the story I told you a few months ago about Tom Flatley, who would say, "My job on earth is to get to heaven and bring as many people with me as possible." Please, bring me with you. I love you. Bye.